Okay, welcome to ETN News. Now here out in the ocean, on the buoy cams, we have spotted an unidentified object, possible UFO, Cape Suckling, station 46082. Let's go look and see what's here. This is Alaska. Now at first I thought it was a reflection, because the reflections do occur. Okay, there's the buoy station. Here's the date of when it was recorded. Now let's get a better look at this. This is out in the ocean. So let's check this out a little closer. Zooming on in. Okay, it just looks like a white spot in the sky. Well, with the light and everything like that, it's going to reflect, causing it to look like that. Don't know exactly what shape this is. It's kind of long-like shape. Let's go check another one out. Okay, this one is over here. So two different images. We got this one. That's the one we just looked at. Now we go over to this one, Cape Clare. Now let's check that one out and see what we have on that. Now let me show you the date and time so we don't get nothing mixed up. 46076. Let's go back and look at this. Okay, this is the same one. Let's go back over here to the cam. And then we'll scroll over. It's not going to go over far enough. Let me fix this. Okay, here's our image. Now these are on two separate buoy cams, so it cannot be a reflection whatsoever. Now let's enlarge this. We get a better view on this one. See if we can draw it in a little more. I know it gets blurry the more we draw it in, but we're trying to see what it is. Alright, unidentified object, possible UFO. Two different images on two separate buoy cams, miles away, miles apart. So it's not just nothing. This is a flying object of some kind. Now this one here, this image is out from Santa Barbara. Let's go look at it. East Santa Barbara, 46053. Now let's go look at what we got here. Now this one we just put in the, if I wasn't doing the update, I wouldn't have even showed it because I don't know exactly what it is. But here is our image at 46054. See, was that the same one? And no, 46053. Okay, I got the wrong one here. 54. This one. It's on out in the coast. I mean, off the coast a little bit. Okay, now we got the right one. I know that was wrong when I said it. Alright, here's our image. And you can see 46054. Second month, 2nd of 24. Let's look at this and see what kind of image we got here. Now this, I just don't know. Could be a reflection or anything. Not sure. But the other two has to be a flying object. And it's not a plane. It's not a helicopter. So we got something going on in Alaska on top of all the earthquakes that's going on in Hawaii. We're getting ready to have something big occur in Hawaii. Let's go check that out. Now look at Hawaii the way it's doing now. I put out an alert night before last because, you can see what's going on. There's something going on, and I think something's going to happen out of this one. If it don't, it would be a miracle. But this year, it's still spreading. It's covering the whole area. You remember the last eruption at Kilauea. It did not come all the way down through here and all the way off the coast, all the way in the slump. It didn't do that. This has got to do with the slump and the volcano, the chambers. And we got an uplift, a significant uplift in one spot. I forgot what spot that was. It's hard to keep up with all this. And you can see how this is coming off the land out into the coast. Down here, now we got the Great Crack that comes up through here. And it goes right into all of this. And the Great Crack goes all the way to Kilauea. Then it's got another crack that forks off and comes right down through here, right over all these fissures, meets in with the slump, the other cracks. So we got all this going on and increasing. If this breaks, and if it's even possible, which I guess it is, if that whole thing come off all the way to Kilauea, all the way over here, it would be a disaster. There'd be so many lives lost because the West Coast, huge tsunami. I'm talking about massive, more than what they was projecting to be. Now, if it cracks off down here like it's supposed to be, it could be up to a 300 to 500 foot wave. I mean, it depends on where it breaks. The slump, you have to worry about it. It's there. It's got to happen. Nobody knows when, but this could explode. Volcanoes do explode, Just because it hasn't exploded in so many thousands of years don't mean it won't now. Be prepared for this. If this does explode, and it ain't the whole chunk that breaks off, like we're following the Great Crack, which that Great Crack wouldn't be there for no reason, And if it doesn't follow that and it breaks off down here, it's just going to be a disaster. Either way, it'll be a disaster if the slump breaks. We got to watch that. Now let's look at I know people don't like to look at the last 7 days, but, we got to see what's going on. Okay, 7 days. This is what we got going on. This is the slump down through here. And we go back for 30 days, the last 30 days. See what we have here. Got these coming across, right off the coast, right on the slump, the crack. That noise you're hearing is incubation for deads, chickens. Trying to get an early start so all the chickens will be laying by fall, and we should have like 300 hens if it goes as planned. If it don't, it'll be like 250 or more. Okay, here's what we got now. 2.5s and greater. This is just 2.5s. That's a lot of 2.5s. Be prepared. West Coast, have your go bags ready. You should have enough time to clear out before it gets there. The high waves, if it breaks off, if it don't break off, we're going to get an explosion or a huge eruption or something. There's something moving down in here and it's not normal. Okay, now in Hawaii, on station 51004, this is the significant wave height, 9.8 feet. I've been watching it for 3 days, and here's how much time it takes the wave period to come in, But anyway, 9.8 feet. This is not a tsunami station. It just shows the temperature and all of that, but if a tsunami was to occur, I'm sure that it should go into event mode, I hope, because it's not really a tsunami station. Tsunami station is over here I think on this side somewhere. These are wave heights on the other side of Hawaii. There's the tsunami station. That's the only one we have, but it's on the northwest side of Hawaii, not on the east side toward the coast, West Coast. Okay, this here, now you can come on this map and you can look at this in about 10 minutes and you cannot find the wave height. You can't find anything for 3 days now. I've watched this over and over. Every time I turn around, I have to go back and click to look at the wave heights because we got no tsunami station on this side. It's funny. You gotta look at all this for all day, days, sometimes 3 days just to make one update. And, then YouTube don't let you go nowhere. But anyway, put it this way, you don't make nothing on this end. This is just for other people. But anyway, 3.3 down here. But anyway, we had a 2.7 and a 3.6. Let me make sure this is right. Yeah, I don't understand. I'm still losing subscribers. I just don't understand. Subscribers, the only time I get views is if it's something like this. I can't get over 800 views if not. What, $4 for watching 3 or 4 days, searching all these maps all day long. $4. But it saves lives. That's what matters. It's got to benefit someone. I'm safe where I'm at. But anyway, 2.7. Then, let's see which one hit first. I got to check this. Okay, the 4.9 hit first. No, got that wrong. There's a lot of searching, and it's hard to remember everything. But you remember when we're looking for these large quakes and large activity, we've still got another quake supposed to hit down here, 6.0 or greater over here on this side, and we had a 5.7 down here yesterday. But anyway, we had a foreshock on this, I think. I got to make sure before I tell you that. No, it was not. My mistake. It was not a foreshock. All right. Okay, over here in New Mexico, 3.4, 3.6 miles deep. Yellowstone's got a few earthquakes on it. And we had a 3.3 on down in California, south of Trez, 3.3 miles deep. You know the rest of it, south of Trez. And let's go look at the fire map, see what's going on. Well, let's check out the earthquakes first. These are 2.5s and greater. And over here is where we're expecting our activity. Was expecting a large quake up here last time, but then it went down this direction and had a 6.1 and a 6.5. And we was looking up here. Now, this last time we was looking at this area, and like I said, we got a 5.7, looking for a 6.0. Close, but it was a deep quake. Let's go see how deep that was. And, so we did get activity, but no, it's a 5.8, 115.3 miles deep. We're still looking for a larger quake. But now, since Hawaii over here is taking off a lot of pressure, and you can see the junction down through here off the Ring of Fire. It comes around, goes around. Now Hawaii, the magma flow goes slower, flows a lot slower than the regular flow because this is just a junction. Magma forks off and comes down this way, down that fault. But Hawaii is in trouble. Be prepared. Don't turn your back. If you do, you may not be able to look back. Just don't turn your back. Be prepared. West Coast, all the way down through here, needs to also be prepared. Have your go bags ready. You would get a little bit of a warning, West Coast. Hawaii, if it explodes, there'll be no warning. And if it's big enough, it could cause a lot of cold weather where the clouds, the ash and stuff covers the sky, covers the sun. If we got enough eruptions around the world at one time, we'd go into ice age. And that's a fact. Now here's the anomalies. We got one here over here on this side. This one, you can see the different color, and one starting to form through here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we got 5 anomalies starting to move across the plate today, the last 24 hours. And Hawaii, it's not showing nothing. It's not good. Like I said, be prepared. Don't turn your back. It's not the time. I'll see you on the next updates. Everybody stay safe. And all we can do is watch.